Diya Ninja Warriors, in this session we are going to cover 100 plus MCQs which will help you, MCQs and fill in the blanks, which will help you to get 20 short marks in your upcoming PU board examination, as you can see the title. But you don't know one thing, that all these MCQs we are going to do chapter wise, so this is going to help you a lot more than what we have done before. Like, chapter wise is going to help you definitely more in your examination, right? So what you need to do is, you just need to tell me in the chat box that, ma'am, yes, you are clearly audible, clearly visible, and apart from that, do like the session, hit the like button right away. Audio is audible, you are saying, I can see so many students have joined in. Hi Bhumika, how are you? Hi Dream, big work. Hi, hello. Hi Ashwant, thank you for the green signal. I can see. What about the duration of the class? Let's see. We are going to wind up this class before 8 p.m. That's the target. Let's see how it goes. Yes, I can see. Increase the volume in your mic. I think the volume is fine, Manikanta, because everybody is saying that audio is clear, right? So we are going to quickly start with the MCQs with chapter number 1. But before I start, let me give you a brief introduction of mine. For all of those who are new to the channel, for all of those who are new to the session, this is my brief introduction. My name is Namrata. Students call me Ninja Ma'am. So I'm your Ninja Ma'am, having more than 10 years of teaching experience in both online and offline. I have been training JEE aspirants since a decade now, since 10 years. So you can see my credentials. I have produced top-notch ranks in JEE advanced examination as well as JEE main examination also. So yes, this is my credentials, and now I am going to rock your Karnataka board examination and KCET plus Comet K examination. So without any further ado, we are starting chapter 1, relations and functions, right away. Okay, all right, and PDF of this session will be available in the description box right after the session. Okay, so now you know session duration, now you know that where to get PDF from. So let us focus on the very first question. Here we have, right, relations and functions. Let's start reading it. Okay, yes, so question says, let R be an equivalence relation on a finite set A having n elements. Okay, so set A is having n elements, right? So suppose set A is right here. Let us assume the set A is having 1, 2, 3 and all the way up to n. So n elements are there. As per the question is saying that this particular relation is an equivalence relation, right? This relation is going to be an equivalence relation as per the question given to us. Okay, ma'am. So if a relation is equivalence relation, number one point, it has to be reflexive relation. Do you know reflexive relation on set A? So what is the definition of reflexive relation? Reflexive relation says that your relation should contain all the ordered pairs A comma A for all values of A belongs to R. This is the definition of reflexive relation. Okay, now ma'am, what is this? I don't understand. What I mean to say, for every element, suppose you are having 1, 2, 3 and all the way up to n. So your relation should have 1, 1, then it should have 2, 2, it should have 3, 3 and so on all the way up to n, n. At least these n ordered pairs should be present in your relation. Then only your relation will be reflexive, right? That means bare minimum n ordered pair should be available if you are having n elements in set A. So that means less than n is wrong, greater than or equals to n is right, less than is absolutely wrong. Bare minimum, this is bare minimum. There can be more elements as well in your relation. So clearly option B is absolutely right. Okay, all right, yes. I think I'm going to use white pen, do not worry. So option B for this question. Okay, so this was the first question, but second question onwards, I want you to reply me in the chat box, because the agenda is to do the MCQs correctly within like 20-30 seconds. We need to save time in mathematics examination, right? Okay. All right, next question on your screen, you can see right here, again, relations and functions, right? So functions say, this is the question which says, A be the set of all 100 students of class 11. Okay, so A is having what? 100 students, student number 1, student, so suppose S1, S2, S3, S4 and all the way up to S100. Okay, this is your set A. This is what it is given in the question. Okay, now they are saying we have a function A to N. Ma'am, what is this? So function A to N, A means this is your codomain. Okay, codomain of this function is A, and N means this is your, sorry, this is not your codomain, this is your domain, right? A set is your domain and this is your codomain, correct? Codomain. Now, in this MCQ, we need to check whether my function is 1, 1 or onto. Now, understand one thing. Suppose I am having S1, this is my input. Okay, so this is your function. If you can see it clearly, let's understand this nicely. This is your fx. So, fx equals to roll number of class 11, correct? So, over here, this is your set A. This is your set N, correct? Natural number. So, your roll number is roll number 1. So, student number 1 is having roll number 1. Okay, ma'am. Student 2, roll number 2. Student 3, roll number 3. Student 4, roll number 4. And so on all the way up to student 100 is having roll number 100. Okay, and then there are no students. There are only 100 students in set A. They can clearly see that. A be the set of 100 students. But this set is having 101 because natural numbers, 102 is also there, 103 is also there. So can you see that only 1 is having its pre-image, 2 is having its pre-image, 3 is also having pre-image, 4 is pre-image, 100 is having its image, but 101 is not having any image. 102 is not having any image. So just tell me one thing. What is, first of all, this function is clearly, number 1, by looking at the mapping diagram, this function is clearly looking that this is 1-to-1 function, right? It is 1-to-1, 1-to-1. It cannot happen that 2 students are sharing same roll number. It is not happening. If 2 students are sharing same roll number, then only it will be many one. Right now it is 1-1 function because 1-to-1, 1-to-1, correct? Now if I talk about onto, clearly the range of this function will be what? Ma'am, 1, 2, 3 and all the way up to 100. And if I talk about codomain, so codomain is all natural number, that is going to be 1, 2, 3. It will go to 100 and 101 and so on, all the natural number. Clearly, that range and codomain are not equal. So this function is clearly not onto function, right? Not onto. So it is quite obvious, although it can be done in a few minutes, but explanation takes a little longer in such questions. So which answer is correct? Tell me. F is 1, 1, but not onto. F is 1, 1, but not onto. Okay. All right. Let us move on to the next problem, which is this right here. Again, now this question is very easy. Just tell me, you just need to know what is reflexive, what is symmetric, what is transitive. By now, you must be aware about the thing that there are 2 things which are important in relations and functions chapter. Number 1 is reflexive, symmetric, transitive. That means equivalence relation. Number 2, which is important, is 1, 1 and onto functions. Okay. So now let us coming back to this. Set A is reflexive or not. First of all, set A. So set A, this is your relation. So relation is reflexive or not. So clearly, if I talk about reflexive, it is not reflexive. Why, ma'am? Why not reflexive? Because I want 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. All 3 should be available in my relation. If these 3 ordered pairs are not available, then I'm sorry, but my relation is not reflexive. Okay. So right now, I think 2, 2 is missing. And 1, 1 is also missing. So you need to add 2 ordered pair, 1, 1, 2, 2 to make it reflexive. Only 1, 1 addition will not help. So cross. Okay. Symmetric. Now let us check whether relation is symmetric or not. So 3, 1 I can see. 1, 3. So symmetric mein, how do you check symmetric? If A comma B is there, na, then this implies B comma A should also be there in your relation. Right? This is your symmetric. So 3 comma 1, 1 comma 3 is there. 3 comma 3. So this is already symmetric. You don't have to add anything in this. So if 2 comma 3 is added, will it be symmetric? No. Because then you have to add 3 comma 2 as well. Right? So 2 comma 3 if you are adding, then relation won't be symmetric. Same. This is also wrong. Transitive if 1 comma 1 is added. So transitive, what is the definition of transitive? Tell me. If A comma B and B comma C belongs to R. A comma B, B comma C belongs to R, then A comma C should belongs to R. That's how the relation, the transitive relation works. Now understand, 1 comma 3 and 3 comma 1. See, 1 comma 3 and 3 comma 1 belongs to R. What does that mean? This implies 1 comma 1 should also belongs to R. So if you add 1 comma 1, then only the relation will be transitive. Option C is absolutely correct. Okay. All right. Clear? Voice audible now? Chalo. Next question. I think you are done with this. Option C is correct. Now let us see how many of you are able to answer this question right away. So this is your function f of 2 comma 8. Input is 2 and this is 8. Output will be minus 2, 2, 4. So this is the table. Now as per the question, this relation is getting followed. Okay. Which is y square is equals to 2x. Okay. Then what we are going to do is, if you put 2 over here, so y square. If you put x equals to 2, tell me. For x equals to 2, y square is equals to 4, y is equals to plus minus 2. So x equals to 2 means y is plus minus 2. X equals to 8, if you put y is equals to plus minus 4, but minus 4 is not available, hence plus 4. So this is the diagram. Now we need to check whether our function is 1, 1 or not. First of all, we need to check whether my function is function or not. Is this even a function? Now understand, the definition of function says that at one input, we cannot have two outputs. Okay. So at one input, we cannot have two outputs. If it is happening, I'm sorry, this is not a function. Option D is absolutely wrong. So basically, understand, when one input is having two output, not a function, but what is allowed? Two input is sharing, one output is allowed. This is a function. In fact, it is a many one function. Okay. So please avoid this confusion that one input, two output are not allowed. This is allowed. This is going to be many one function. Okay. All right. Clear. Next. Okay. All right. So this is related to inverse function. Okay. Inverse function. Right. Invertible function. Basically what they are trying to say is, S set is this, T set is this. S and T. Two sets are given to us. You can see S set is having ABC. T set is having what? 1, 2, 3. Now they are asking which can be your function f in such a way that f inverse exists. F inverse should exist. Now you know that f inverse exists. What is the condition of inverse? Inverse of any function exists when, what is the condition? When it is 1, 1, it should be 1, 1 and on 2. So any function which is 1, 1 and on 2 is going to be invertible. You just have to identify which function is 1, 1 as well as on 2, and you are done with this question. So A option, if I just draw, I realize A is mapping with 3. Okay, ma'am. B is mapping with 2 and C is mapping with 1. So clearly this diagram suggests this function is 1, 1, number 1, and this function is on 2 as well. Right? Because there is no element in the second set which is left out. Okay? This is how on 2 works. Range of this function is what? Can anybody tell me, ma'am? Range is clearly 1, 2, 3. What about codomain? Complete set. This second set is codomain. Range and codomain are matching with each other. Range and codomain are matching with each other. Hence, it is onto function. So, clearly, which option is correct? Option A is correct. What about option B, ma'am? Why is it incorrect? Understand that over here, A, B and C, all three are having Can you see? 1. So 2, 3. So clearly this function is not 1, 1. Okay, this is many 1 function. So 1, 1 to hai nahi. Another thing is you can see that 2 and 3 are left out elements. So this is not at all onto as well. So hence this is not invertible. Option B is wrong. Similarly, option C is also wrong. Again, B and C will have 1 as their output. That is one thing, and 3 is not available over here in the range. Same here, 3 is missing from the range. A and C will share same output, that is A is having 1, C is also having 1. That is why B and D, C, all 3 options are incorrect. You should know why your options are incorrect. Be very sure about it. Okay. All right. Clear. Perfect. Now we are going to talk about which of the following functions from Z to Z are bijections. Can you tell me what is bijection? Bijection is nothing but, again, bijection is another term of 1, 1 as well as onto, both. Okay, it is also known as invertible as well. Invertible. Okay, invertible. A little bit graphical approach I am going to use. Y is equals to x cube. Correct? Y is equals to x cube. Which of the following functions from Z to Z? Integer to integer. So graph of this function will be what? Like this. So if you put 0, you will get 0. If you put 1, you will get 1. If you put 2, you will get 2. Are you getting my point? Minus 1, minus 1. So minus 2, so minus 8 you are going to get. So this is how 0 pe you are going to get 0. Minus 1 pe you are going to get minus 1. Minus 2 pe you are going to get minus 8. 1 pe you are going to get 1. 2 pe you are going to get 8. So clearly, if I talk about, so these are integers. Now just tell me one thing, that you won't get minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, right? Minus 3, minus 2, minus 4, these values will be present in your Z second set, but those will be not occupied. What I'm trying to say is, what is codomain? Can anybody tell me? Codomain is, ma'am, nothing but 0, plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 3. Sorry, plus, and so on, plus minus 8, 9 and everything. Okay, dot, dot, dot. What is range? Range of this function, can anybody tell me, ma'am? Range will be what? 0, plus minus 1, plus minus 8, then plus minus 27. All the cube values will be there. Clearly, codomain and range are not matching. So clearly, this is not at all 1, 1 and onto. What about this? What about this? X plus 2. What about this? 2x plus 1. What about this? X square plus 1. Right? So again, can you see? If I put 1 and minus 1, I am going to get 2. So clearly, this is many 1. That is why this is also wrong. This is also wrong. Okay. Now, if I talk about this is also incorrect. Why, ma'am? Why incorrect? Just tell me one thing. What is codomain? Codomain. Ma'am, codomain is all integers. 0, plus minus 1, plus minus 2 and so on. Okay, what is range? Understand. Here x is input. So Z to Z, x is input. Input can only be integer. If you put integer over here, you put x equals to 0, what you're going to get is, ma'am, 1. You put x equals to 2, 2 2s are 4 plus 1, 5. Are you getting my point? All the odd numbers only you are going to get in range. Codomain and range are still not matching. That is why this is wrong. Now x plus 2. This is your correct answer. This is 1, 1 as well as onto. Option B. Correct. How come, ma'am? Tell us y is equals to x plus 2. Just tell me one thing. If you are having 0 and the place of x, you will be having 2. Then 1, you will be having 3. 2, you will be having 4. Minus 1, you will be having 1. Minus 2, you will be having 0. Can you see that over here, codomain? Do you know what is codomain? Yes, ma'am. Codomain is all integers. And what about range of this function? You are going to get all integers in the set. So range, all integers, sorry. Range and codomain are equal, number 1 point. So this is onto. The only function which is onto is this. And also, can you clearly see 1 to 1 function is also there? That is why B is absolutely right. Okay. All right. Clear. Perfect. Okay. And if you guys have not liked the session, what are you waiting for? Now is the time that do like the session, and yeah, it will definitely motivate me. Yes. Okay. All right. Now, and subscribe to the channel, huh? Chalo, next question. Let's see how many of you are able to do it. Next question on your screen. I will pause a little bit because I want you to try it. Try it. Okay. A set contains 5 elements. So suppose A, B, C, D, E. I'll draw a mapping diagram, hint mapping diagram for you. 6 elements. B is containing 6 elements. Sometimes what happens, students, you feel that, ma'am, I don't think so. It will be like I will be able to do is this is difficult question. But this is not at all difficult question if you realize onto mappings. Okay. So just understand that this A is onto mapping. So just understand A is 1. B is 2, C is 3, D is 4. You want onto. And E is 5. Now understand this 6 will be left out. If you do this, then this is not a function. 1 input, 2 output, not at all possible. This is not a function, okay? So that means 1 element will definitely be left out. I am not able to make this function as an onto function. This cannot be onto. Cannot be onto. Why, ma'am? Why? Because if I try to make it onto, how to make it onto? By mapping this C, this 6 with something. But if I try to map this 6 with any element, it will become not a function. Okay? So easy peasy lemon squeezy, 0 is the correct answer. So 0, option C is absolutely right. Now let's see how many of you are able to do this. Good questions I have collected, right? What do you think? Good questions. Not very difficult, I agree, but not very easy also. Okay, chalo, let's see. A set is having this. B set is, so A set is having n elements. You can see 1, 2, 3 and all the way up to n. B set is having only 2 elements, A comma B. Now they are talking about number of surjections. Can anybody point out in the chat box that what is surjection? Surjection. Surjection. Yes, you can follow all my sessions and I'm going to give you maximum possible marks and that is going to be 80 on 80. Okay. Yes, Uma Maheshwari. So yes, surjection means onto. You want onto functions, correct? Now you want onto functions, that means A and B both should be occupied. Let us do one thing. Forget about onto functions for now. Let us try to make function. So this 1 should be attached with either A or B. So this 1 is having how many options? 2 options. So 1 is having 2 options. Okay. Multiply. What about this 2? Again, this 2 is having 2 options. Either attached to A, either map to A or map to B. So 2 options. 3 is also having 2 options. 4 is also having 2 options. And all the way up to 2. So this is n times. Okay. So total number of functions will be what? This is total functions. 2 raised to power. Total possible function will be 2 raised to power n. But you know what? There will be one case where what will happen? 1 will be attached to A. 1 has 2 choices, right? So 1 will decide that I will be attached to A. 2 will also think, okay, A. 3, okay, A. 4 and everything. So basically all the numbers will decide that will go with A. In that case, can you see this particular case is not at all an onto function. So this one case I have to subtract. Now there will be one more case, don't you think, similar type case where 1 will think that I will get attached to B. So everything will get attached to B. So A will be left out. In that case, again, not an onto function. So one more case I have to subtract. Now this is total minus number of not onto. Okay, so total is 2 raised to power n. Onto function will be what? Tell me. 2 raised to power n minus 2. These two cases are for into functions. So basically what I'm trying to say is if there are 2 raised to power n functions, 2 out of them will be into functions. That means 2 raised to power n minus 2 will become onto functions. Option B is absolutely correct. Okay. All right. Let us mark the next question. A relation R in set A is defined as this. Which of the following ordered pair shall be removed? Now you need to remove an ordered pair to make it equivalence relation. Okay, remove ordered pair. So okay ma'am, equivalence na. Let's do one thing. First of all, equivalence may let us check about reflexivity, whether this relation is reflexive or not. So A set is having 1, 2, 3. So it should have 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 for sure. And actually it is having 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Okay, fine. That means these three ordered pairs, so we will not remove. Correct? The only ordered pair is 1, 2. This is making an issue. Why? Because if 1, 2 is there, then 2, 1 should also be there. So either add 2, 1, but if you are not able to add, then remove this 1, 2. What is this 1, 2 doing over here? So option B is absolutely right. Yes. Meaningful, why are you saying 3, 3? Please do not do that. Huh? So 1, 2 is the correct answer. Next question, next question. Now this is the most easy question, I think. In this question, they are saying that your relation is given by this. Can you see your relation R is given by this? Okay. Relation R is given. Choose the correct answer. Now understand that they are saying B. Relation will have A, B greater than 6. That means the second element should be greater than 6. This is wrong. Okay, this is also wrong because second element clearly should be greater than 6. Now, understand that difference between first and second. So, if you subtract 2 from the second element, you will get the first one. So, understand 8 minus 2 is 6. So, this is wrong. 8 minus 2 is 6. This 6, 8. If you put this 6, 8. So, 6 is equals to 8 minus 2. It is satisfying clearly. Only option C is absolutely correct. I hope that you are getting it, understanding it. And with this, we are done with our chapter number 1. And we are having 12 chapters, okay? So, first chapter done. Now, we are going to speed up a little bit. What do you think? Shall we go fast? Shall we pick the momentum? Inverse trigonometric functions. Quickly. In the chat box, okay? So, over here, principal value branch of cot inverse x, okay? So, I am not here to tell you just this question. I am here to write all the domain and range of inverse function. Just tell me, you have sine inverse x. Just tell me what is range of this function, okay? Sine inverse x, then you have cos inverse x. Then you have tan inverse x, cot inverse x, and sec inverse x, cosec inverse x. Okay, let's do some effort. Let's revise everything. Na? Quickly tell me now. Sine inverse x range, can anybody tell me, ma'am? Minus pi by 2 open, sorry, close to pi by 2 close bracket. Okay, ma'am. Cos inverse x. So, the range will be 0 to pi. Okay. Tan inverse x range will be minus pi by 2 open to pi by 2 open. Cot inverse x 0 to pi, but there is a catch that you have to remove pi by 2 in from here. Okay, 0 to pi. Sec inverse x. So, sec inverse x may 0 to pi, but you need to remove minus pi by 2 out of it. Cosec inverse x minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, but you have to remove 0 out of it. Now, if I talk about cot inverse x, you can see 0 to pi excluded pi by 2. I think this question is having a little bit error. This is the most appropriate answer. Option B is correct. Okay, this is the full-fledged revision. Okay, full-fledged revision, 0 to pi minus pi by 2. So, understand that sine inverse, tan inverse and cosec inverse, all three are having similar range. Can you see minus pi by 2 to pi by 2? Then we are having tan inverse minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. It's just that it is open, it is closed. And what about this cosec inverse x? You have to remove 0 out of it. If you talk about cos inverse x, see 0 to pi, cot inverse x 0 to pi open, and you need to remove pi by 2 as well. Then you are having This, which is sec inverse x, again pi by 2 has been removed from here. Okay. So this is 0 to pi. Okay, it cannot have pi by 2 as the answer. Oops, no. Sorry. Pi by 2 will not, I will not remove it. Sorry, this is pi by 2. This is correct only. This is correct. Option B. Correct. Sorry, my bad. Because pi by 2 will not get removed, right? Because cot inverse 0 is pi by 2. Correct. Option B is right. What about domain, my dear students? Now domain, sine inverse and cos inverse share the same domain, which is -1 to 1. Tan inverse and cot inverse share same domain, which is all real values. Sec inverse and cosec inverse share the same domain, which is -infinity to -1, union 1 to infinity. Or there is another way of writing is all real values except -1, 1. These are the two ways to write domain of sec inverse and cosec inverse. Okay. All right. Clear. Yes. Perfect. Now, what we are having is, this is the correct answer of this question. Now, one by one. Now, I have done a lot of work for you. Upcoming MCQs, you are going to kill it. You are going to nail it. Yes? Okay. Yes. The domain of sec inverse x. I just revised. Okay. Option B. Okay. I just wrote it over here. Domain of sec inverse x. Okay. Range of domain of sec inverse x is this. If not this, you have to write r minus -1 to 1. Okay. So option B is absolutely right. B. Not C. Because some people might get confused with option C. Here what they are doing is they are removing -1 and 1 from the domain, which is not right. -1 and 1 will be there in the, you can't remove -1 and 1. Okay. All right. Okay. Perfect. So now let us move on to the next question. And I'm going to wait for your answer in this question. Let me sip some water. Chalo. Tan inverse root 3. Okay. Tan inverse root 3. Can anybody tell me 60 degree? That is pi by 3. Sec inverse -2. Now understand. Sec inverse -2. If you do not know, for example, what about sec inverse 2? Actually, sec inverse 2 is nothing but cos inverse half, which is pi by 3. Okay, so sec inverse 2 is pi by 3. What about sec inverse -2? It would be pi minus pi by 3, that is 2 pi by 3. So sec inverse -2 is 2 pi by 3. So 3 pi by 3, that means pi is the correct answer of this question. Pi. Option A, no. So many of you are wrong. No. Make sure that inverse trigonometry, I can see so many students are having weak ITF. 1 marker question, free question. You just not understanding. Sec inverse -2 is very important. I just told you that output of, if you have just realized, output of sec inverse x can be 0 to pi, between 0 to pi. How come it will be negative? Okay. It cannot be negative. I hope that you are understanding. Now, what about this question? Can anybody help me out in this? The value of x if sine inverse 1 minus x minus 2 sine inverse x. Yes, Victor, definitely just 100% dedication. Say attend this, solve it with me, okay? You will get a lot of help, okay? Now understand that options are given. Why to solve this question? Why don't we do one thing? We just talk about the option satisfaction. Now just tell me x equals to 0. Will it satisfy this or not? Let's check together. So ma'am, sine inverse 1 minus 0 and minus 2 sine inverse 0. Okay. So sine inverse 1 is pi by 2 minus 0. So this is just pi by 2. Okay ma'am, clear. What about x equals to half ma'am? Let us satisfy x equals to half. So sine inverse 1 minus half minus 2 sine inverse half. Correct. So this is sine inverse half. Sine inverse half is what? Pi by 6, that is 30 degree minus 2 pi by 6. So clearly this is minus pi by 6. So this is not satisfying. So option A is definitely wrong. Half is not satisfying. So B is also wrong. D is also wrong. Only C option is absolutely right because half is not getting satisfied. That clearly shows A, B and D cannot be correct answer. Yes? Okay. All right. Now let us move on to the next. In which of the following inverse of the function y is equals to sin x does not exist? Can anybody tell me again? When exactly the inverse of any function exists? Ma'am, inverse of the function exists when the function is 1, 1 as well as on 2. Okay, all right. Just tell me one thing, that this is 0 to pi. Okay. So, which of the following function does not exist? So, this is domain. They are giving domain. Right? Y is equals to sin x. This is not inverse. Sin x. So just understand, sin 30 degree is what? Half. And what about sin 150 degree? That is also half. So if I just draw mapping diagram, 30 and 150 both degree will share this. So this is a many one function. So this is not at all allowed. So which of the following inverse function does not exist? So here inverse function does not exist. Here it will exist. Why? Because see, this is fourth and first quadrant. Sine of first and fourth quadrant. You know, ASTC rule. So here sign is positive, here sign is negative. So there will not be the case of duplicate values just like this. Same, if I talk about this is pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2. So second and third quadrant, here sign is positive, here sign is negative. That is why this is also inverse exists. What about this? Minus 3 pi by 2, minus pi by 2. Again, one quadrant negative, one quadrant positive. So inverse will exist. Here what will happen? First two quadrant all sign. So here also sign positive, here also sign positive. Inverse will not exist. Okay. All right. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Perfect. Now, one more question on your way. Graph of cos inverse x is the mirror image of the graph of function y is equals to cos x along which line? So basically the question they are saying, suppose there is a function. Okay, so there is a function. Suppose this is a function. Suppose cos. Okay, so cos is this, cos x. Now if you want to plot the inverse of this any function, you have to understand that the concept says that if this is cos x, then cos inverse x is going to be mirror image. Okay, so this is it, mirror image. It should be a mirror image. So it should be a mirror image of the function. So can you see, this is how the function will look, inverse. So this is cos inverse x. So y is equals to x is that line which is a mirror line for a function and its inverse. This is how your concept says. Option B, absolutely right. Okay, okay, okay. Voice is not good, kya? Voice is not coming good. Okay. Next question. Let's see next question. Okay. This is the question. Now I think you will tell me, because I have given a proper table for all such questions. Range of cot inverse will be this. Range of tan inverse will be this. Sin inverse will be this. So answer will be what? Second, first and third. So clearly the correct answer will be second, third. So first option is having second as the answer. Second, then first and third. Option C is the only correct option available over here. Okay. Yes. I think I have given a proper table for you. Now what about this? The value of sin inverse, sin 6 pi by 7. Okay, let's do it. Sin inverse, sin 6 pi by 7. Step by step I am going to do it. 6 pi by 7. I know you also know that sin 6 pi by 7 will be nothing but pi minus pi by 7. So what I did, I just replaced the 6 pi by 7 and I have replaced it with pi minus pi by 7. Can we do this? If you solve this, you'll get this only, na? Take LCM, you'll get this. Now sin pi minus theta, can anybody tell me? Sine pi minus theta is nothing but sine theta. So sine pi minus whatever it is. So this is sine inverse sine pi by 7. And now what you can do is write pi by 7. So output of sine inverse is always lying between minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, right? So this is pi by 7 is correct. So the answer is sine inverse. So correct answer is pi by 7. Sorry, this is incorrect. It should be similar to, right? Sine inverse sine. Only angle will be there. No, not this. Not this. The answers should be like this. Right? The value will be what? Pi by 7. Not sine inverse. Sine inverse should not be there in the answer. Final answer should be Chapter 2 done, done, done. Chapter 2 done, done, done. So relations, functions and inverse trigonometric functions, we are done with that. Chapter 3 quickly in the chat box. Show me some Josh. Matrices and determinant. Now this chapter is having a lot of easy questions. I will say return on investment is high on this chapter. Okay, high return on investment. High return on investment for this chapter. Very good chapter. Okay, so shall we start? Okay. One by one, step by step we are going to do it. Okay. Now this question, what does this question has to say? If the order of A is 4 cross 3, that means A is having 4 rows, row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, but 3 columns. So this is how your 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, or you can say not like this. So this is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And you are having 1, 2, 3. 4 rows, so this is 4 cross 3. Correct? 4 cross 3. Order of B is what? Can anybody tell me? 4 cross 5. So again, 4 rows will be there, but 5 elements will be there. So it is going to give you what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 cross 5. Now they are saying A transpose B whole transpose ka order. Okay. So A transpose, can anybody tell me? So order of A transpose is going to give you 3 cross 4. Order of B is same 4 cross 5. Now if you are going to multiply, first of all multiplication is allowed or not. So when the number of, now listen to me carefully, multiplication of two matrix, when it is allowed, can anybody tell me? Ma'am, when number of column of first matrix is equals to number of rows of second matrix. If it is there, then match happened. Swipe right done, my dear students. Okay. So, match happened. They can get multiplied together. So, A transpose into B. But what will be the order of A transpose into B? Can anybody tell me? Order will be what? Ma'am, order will be 3 cross 5. 3 cross 5 will be the order. But A transpose and B order is 3, 5. Can anybody tell me? A transpose B whole transpose order will be what? So it is going to be 5 cross 3. So finally order is 5 cross 3. This is how it is done. Option D, absolutely right. Easy or not easy? What do you think? A little bit tricky, right? You have to get some things done. Okay. Now we are having another question. Okay. A matrix has 8 elements. 8 elements. What could be the possible order? Okay. So now let us think. 8 elements. So it could be row 1. It should be row 1. But how many columns? C1, C2, C3, C4, C8. So this is 1 row and 8 columns. Then it could be 2 row and 4 column. How will it look like? 2 row. So it is row number 1, row number 2 and 4 column, column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4. So that's how 8 element will fit. Third case will be what? 4 cross 2 and then it is going to be 8 cross 1. That's it. So 4 category of matrix are available, which are 1 cross 8, 2 cross 4, 4 cross 2 and 8 cross 1. You guys are absolutely correct. Option C is absolutely right. So option C is what? Chicken biryani. Option D is what? Dum biryani. Option B is what? Just biryani. Option A is option A. You tell me for option A. Okay. Chalo, next question. Next question. Let's see how many of you. Okay. Hi Harshit. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Harshit. Mike, you are saying. What's wrong with Mike? Amit is saying, I am also vegetarian. Apple biryani. Andhra biryani. Yes, Andhra biryani can be done. There is no option V. Otherwise, I would have said veg biryani. And this is a controversy. Non-vegetarian people says that veg biryani is not a thing. Come on. If it is a veg, then it is not a biryani. What do you think? Chalo. What about this question? Can anybody tell me which answer is correct? So, is it Andhra biryani, just biryani, chicken biryani or dum biryani? Okay. So, over here the question says A is a square matrix where Aij is equals to 0. When I is not equals to j. You know what? When I is equal to j in any matrix, we call it as diagonal elements. But when I is not equals to j, we call it as non-diagonal elements. Non-diagonal elements. So in this question, they are saying that non-diagonal elements are 0. When non-diagonal elements of a square matrix are 0, non-diagonal elements of a square matrix are 0. Can you see this is diagonal? Non-diagonal elements become 0. This is the definition of dum biryani. Sorry, chicken biryani. Right? Okay. Alright, so option C, chicken biryani is correct. Now, this is a matrix where you have to form the matrix using this formula. Aij is given by this formula. 2 cross 3 matrix you need to plot. So, 2 cross 3 matrix. Okay. So, this is A is equals to now A11. That means 2 rows. A12, A13, A21, A22, A23. Correct? Now, I is equal to, if you put 1, 1 both, 2 cross 3, 2 rows and 3 column. Correct? So, if you put 1, 1, I and J both 1, 1, can anybody tell me 1 plus 1 square by 2? So, this is 2 square, 4 by 2. So, A11 is 2. A11 is 2. A12. Okay. So, this is 9 by 2. A13 is going to be A13. So, 4 square 16 by 2, 8. So, 2, 9 by 2 and 8. So, this is wrong. This and this could be right. What about the second row? Now, just calculate this element. That is A21. Can anybody tell me what is A21? So, A21 and A12 will be same. Option B is absolutely right. Just calculate all the elements. You will see that which option is matching. Okay. All right. Clear? Chalo. Let's start with this, which is, can you see? A and B are matrices of order m cross n and n cross n respectively. Then which of the following are defined? That means they are clearly asking you which multiplication is possible. So, by the options, I think I need to check whether AB is possible or not. AB is possible where number of column of first matrix. What are number of columns of first matrix, ma'am? N. It should be equal to number of, so column of this and rows of the second matrix should be equal. So column is this of first matrix and number of rows of second matrix is this, which is n. So that means yes, definitely AB is allowed. What about BA? Now B. So column of first matrix is B. So column is what? N. And number of rows of A. So number of rows of A is M. N and M are not equal. That is why BA is so definitely not allowed. BA will be out of equation. So option A is wrong. Correct. A square. A square is also not allowed. Why? Because A is not at all a square matrix. So because of this, B is also wrong. A square and B square. Obviously, A square is not allowed, my dear students. That is why this is wrong. And what about option B? Yes, AB is allowed. We have seen. B square is also allowed because B is a square matrix. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Here we have the next question. Okay. This is a very easy question. Okay. Two matrices are equal and we need to tell the value of x, y and z. Two matrices are equal when their corresponding elements are equal. So what we need to do over here is 3x plus 7 and 5 should be equal. So 3x is going to be what? Minus 2, x is minus 2 by 3. So option B is wrong, option D is also wrong. Either A or C is correct. Okay. Now if I talk about this, y plus 1 and 8 are equal. So y plus 1 should be equals to 8. Y is plus 7. Now option C is wrong, A is right. Okay. Andhra biryani is correct. Okay. Andhra biryani. Okay. Next question, again similar type of question, but not very same to same. So this question is all about operations between matrix. X plus y is given. 5, 2, 0, 9. X minus y is also given. X minus y. Now, this is first equation, this is second equation. You are looking for matrix X. Proper equation solving is happening over here. You just need to add one first equation plus second equation. So, ma'am, x plus x 2x plus y minus y 0 and this is 5 plus 3 8, 2 plus 6 8, 0 8. Okay. 2x. But what about x? This is 4 4 4 and 0. 4 4 4 and 0. Option D D D. Let me check. Let me check. Anybody saying A? No, right? I hope you are not making silly mistakes. Everybody is remembering that we have to divide by 2. Otherwise, some students might make mistake in hurry. Do not make silly mistakes. Next question, next question, next question. X is a matrix of order 2 cross n and Z is a matrix of order 2 cross P. 2 cross n and 2 cross P. Correct? If n is equals to P, that means this P I can just remove and write it n only, no? P and n are equal. Order of 7x minus 5z. Hai? That means they are talking about 7x and 5z. It will have same order as of x and z only. Both should have first of all same order. In order to subtract two matrices, both should have same order. So they are having same order. Yes, ma'am. 2 cross n, 2 cross n. So final also 2 cross n. This is not even a easy, like not even a question. I thought, why did I take this question? What do you think? I should have not taken it. Hai na? What do you think? So I think just biryani is absolutely correct answer. Okay. Yes, Tanushri. Do not worry, Tanushri. I know that it feels. See, it feels before paper that I don't know nothing. But we forget that we have studied a lot of things throughout the year. Okay. You just have to recollect in last one day. And I'm here for that. Okay. And if you have not watched Topper's package, which I have taken yesterday, do watch that session. Not yesterday, day before yesterday. Topper's package. I have covered almost all variety of question. The maximum mark question like 2 mark, 3 mark in that session. So it is there live on the channel. Just go and watch. It will brush up all your topics. So if you're feeling less on confidence, toppers package session is going to give confidence. And tomorrow also I am going to take short question 11 a.m. That is going to be boosting your confidence definitely. Okay, so do not worry. You are going to do absolutely good. You're going to come back and let me know that, ma'am, I was scared, Amy. Okay, chumma I was scared. Okay, I hope that I am speaking good Kannada. Okay, if not, you can teach me also some little Kannada. Okay, so for matrices A and B, AB is equals to 0. AB is equals to 0. Now, if AB is equals to 0, you know what? There are 3 conditions when AB is 0. First is A being 0. If A is a null matrix, then AB will be 0. B is null matrix, then also. Now, either first option or second option, or A and B both are non-zero, but the product is becoming 0. So, there are 3 alternatives, like 3 possibilities when AB is equals to 0. So, AB is equals to null matrix doesn't necessarily mean that either A should be 0 or B should be 0. It can be a case where A and B both are non-zero, still the product is 0. Very good question. What do you say? Like, it's Kannada. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think Sanvi. Okay. What do you say? Like, very good question in Kannada. What do you say? Like, I too liked this question, loved this question. In Kannada, what do you say? Okay, next question. 2 matrices are given. We need to check whether AB exists or not. So just tell me 2 row and 3 column. 2 cross 3 is the order. Here 3 row and 2 column. So 3 cross 2 is the order. First of all, if you want to multiply AB, so number of column and number of row of first and second matrix respectively should be equal. What is number of column of first matrix? Ma'am, 3. 3 column for first matrix should be equals to number of rows of second matrix. So 3 rows of second matrix. Yes, AB is possible. But if just tell me BA possible or not. So just tell me BA. So BA means number of column of B is 2 and number of rows of this is also 2. Oops. AB and BA both exist. This is also existing, my dear students. This is also existing. So, which option is correct? Option A, surprisingly, is correct. I can see Srivardhan, you are saying B is correct. You broke my heart. Don't do that. Are you not understanding how to check whether AB exists or not? Let me tell you. I am repeating this for you. Suppose you are checking for A and B. So, if number of columns of A is equals to number of rows of B, then AB exists. So number of column of first matrix should be equal to number of rows of second matrix. Number of column of first matrix is 3. Number of rows of second matrix is also 3. The first one is row, second is column. So 3 and 3 are equal, that is why. Okay. All right. Clear. Chalo. So now, we are going to dive into the next chapter, that is determinants. Are we ready for it? Quickly. Ready for it? How is the Josh? Why the Josh is so cold? Okay, I hope that you are like gearing up for your mathematics examination. Determinants, okay. So determinants, may the value of this determinant, very easy question. You just have to expand a 3 cross 3 determinant. So just do it. So 0. Oh, by the way, okay, let's do it. So 0 is the first row. Okay, so 0 minus sine alpha. Now minus sine alpha. So this is going to become 0 minus sine beta cos alpha. Minus cos alpha. Okay, this time minus cos alpha, so it is going to give you sine square alpha. Sorry, this is going to give you sine alpha, sine beta. That's it. So this is what? Sine alpha, cos alpha, sine beta minus sine alpha, cos alpha, sine beta. Oops. A big fat 0. Option A, absolutely right. Okay. All right, all right. Next question, next question. Wherein two determinants are equal. Now understand. It is not something that your basically your matrices are equal. No, this is determinant. Now you cannot equate the corresponding element. You just have to solve it. So 2 cross 2, 3 minus x square is equals to 3 minus 4 2s are 8. So 3 gone. X square is equals to 8. That means x is plus minus 2 root 2. Option D, absolutely right. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Perfect. Now we are having this question. This is my favorite question, students, because this is important for PU boards. This is important for JEE, KCET, COMEDK. Now I will leave that up to you whether you want to take this question seriously or not, because you learn it once and you apply it. You're going to gain marks from this concept thrice, not even once. Okay, that is why this is my favorite question. Okay, chalo, let's see how many of you are actually going to help me out in this or tell me the answer of this question. So, determinant of KA is equals to what? Now just understand, this K is stuck inside the determinant. You want to take this K out, but you have to pay some price. Okay, you want this K out of this determinant, out of the trap. So K will come out and the power will be nothing but N over here, which is nothing but order of your matrix. In this question, N is 3. So in this particular question, your answer will be K cube into determinant A. Option C is absolutely right. Now just tell me one thing. If at all the question, they will slightly modify it. Now some of you are asking, ma'am, will the question will come from this? Yes, the question will come from this. What they can do is, in the next question, they can ask you, A is a 2 cross 2 matrix and just tell me what is determinant KA. Okay, slightly if they will modify, then what will you say? Ninja ma'am didn't teach you? No, Ninja ma'am is teaching you right here, right now. So now K have to come out, but the power of K is nothing but order. Here the order is 2, so that is K square determinant A in this question. This is a different question, which I have just created it for you. Okay. Right. So I hope you are understanding that you have to be prepared of slight modification in the question, right? A little bit here and there. Just know the basic formula. Do not just cram the answers. Okay. Now adjoint of a matrix. Here it comes. Ninja technique time. Especially for MCQ. How many of you know this ninja technique to calculate adjoint? Adjoint of 2 cross 2 matrix. Okay. Ninja technique to calculate adjoint of a 2 cross 2 matrix. How to calculate? Let me tell you. Sabse pehle, first of all, you are having this 2, 3, 1 and 4. This is your matrix A. Now adjoint A will be what? In adjoint A, you have to interchange diagonal elements. So 2 and 4, can you see here 4 and 2 will be appearing. And you have to reverse the sign of non-diagonal elements. So this is 3, so I will write minus 3. This is 1, I am going to write minus 1. This is finally adjoint of A. Ninja technique to write adjoint of a 2 cross 2 matrix. So finally, which answer is matching? 4, 2 clearly, and negative, negative. Option D is absolutely right. Yes or no? Yes. So this is the ninja technique you have to keep in mind. Okay, all right. Now we are having this question. Property time. I don't know how many of you remember this property, But let me tell you, determinant of adjoint of A is nothing but determinant A power n minus 1. This is the property, and I don't want to tell you again that n is nothing but order of matrix. In this question, order is 3. So in this question, for a 3 cross 3 matrix, 3 minus 1, 2. So I highly recommend, because 3 cross 3 is very popular matrix. 3 cross 3 is very popular matrix. So remember, for a 3 cross 3 matrix, determinant of adjoint A is determinant A square. Again, very helpful in your PU board, so definitely important. Number 1. Number 2, KCET. Number 3, Comed K. So 1 property, 3 exams, nail it, kill it. So determinant A square, option B, absolutely right. Okay. All right. Another question on your screen. A is an invertible matrix of order 2. Again another direct property. There is no explanation to it. Determinant of A inverse is nothing but 1 upon determinant A. Just keep that in mind. Option B is absolutely right. Again, very important property. Okay. All right. All right. Now we are having another question. A is a square matrix of order 2. Can you see, you just read that property, and now you have a question based on that property, right? So remember that property. Determinant of A inverse is nothing but 1 upon determinant A. Okay. So this is 1 upon 3. Determinant A inverse is 1 by 3, option C again. Quickly, 10 seconds, 15 seconds questions we are doing, right? Some questions, some MCQ, if some MCQs are taking time, some MCQs you can do it nicely, okay? Again, I have told you just this property, determinant adjoint of A is determinant A power n minus 1. Remember this property, repetitive. I hope that you are able to memorize the property of matrices. Because there are very less properties. It's not that so many properties. And rotation they can ask you this property either in this format, or what they can give you is order also. They can give you 3 cross 3, 2 cross 2, like that. So just remember this core property. You can solve a lot of questions from this core main property. Okay. Then one more very popular property, the very first option is actually a property. You should see it and you should be like, yes ma'am, we know it. A times adjoint of A. Multiplication between A matrix and adjoint A matrix is equals to adjoint A matrix into A is equals to nothing but A into I, determinant A into I. Okay. Determinant A into I. So which option is correct from here? So this is clearly, so this option is correct. Option B is correct, not the A option. Okay. Option B, yes. So in this PDF, the option mark is incorrect. Option B is correct. So this is again very, very basic and important property. All right, all right. Now this is something which is very important, which is linear equation solving. I don't know how many of you have watched my trend analysis session, which I have uploaded last night. You can go and check out on the channel in videos section, where I have clearly mentioned that in matrices chapter, system of linear equation by matrix method, this topic, short topic, short question you are going to get from this. Okay. All right. So you have to understand that this question is straight from linear equation, system of linear equation matrix method. Now let me just revise you a bit. Ax equals to b. So here x is what? Unknown. Understand. X is unknown. Unknown matrix which is having x comma y comma z value. X, y, z value. So this x is what we are looking for. A is nothing but known matrix which is formed by coefficient of x, y and z. B is again known matrix which is formed by coefficient, constant matrix, known matrix, right? Constant matrix. Now understand, x is nothing but A inverse B. Correct? X is A inverse B. So there are three possibilities. Number one, if determinant A is non-zero, then non-zero. Then there is unique solution. Okay, if determinant A is non-zero, then there is unique solution. Second, if determinant A is equals to 0, then there are two possibilities. First one is infinite solution, when A into adjoint B is, B into adjoint A. So B into adjoint A is also 0, then infinite solution. If B into adjoint A is non-zero, then it is going to be no solution. This is I'm going to tell you in detail, but right now understand that A not equals to 0 means unique solution. Now unique solution means they have some solution, okay? And determinant A equals to 0, and along with that B times adjoint A is also 0. If these two things together are becoming 0, then infinite solution. If determinant A being 0 but B adjoint A being not non-zero, then it is having no solution. Okay. Now understand that unique solution or infinite solution can also be called as, categorized as consistent solution, or system is consistent. But no solution only means inconsistency. Okay. Now let us just do this question because we know the concept over here. Let's do this question. Determinant. So which of the following is not correct, they are asking. Okay, not correct. So first of all, determinant A not 0, unique solution. So this is the correct, no? Determinant A non-zero is what? Unique solution, correct. Determinant A 0 and adjoint A into B non-zero is what? No solution. So this is also correct. Determinant A 0 and this is 0, that means infinite solution. Infinite solution. So may or may not be consistent. So this is infinite solution. Okay, this is infinite solution. What about option D? Because C, option C is somewhat correct. Option, if A is not equals to 0, that means unique solution. Unique solution means consistency. But they are saying that it is inconsistent. So this is incorrect, completely incorrect option. Because see, option A is saying unique solution. So unique solution means consistency. Unique solution and consistency. So option D is incorrect. That is why D I will take. D I will take. Okay. All right. Chapter 5. Chapter 5, my dear students. Continuity and differentiability. One by one, quickly, we are going to kill it, nail this particular chapter. So, here we go. Here we go. Okay. So, a function f given by fx is equals to mod x minus 1 is, obviously, this function is what? Mod x minus 1 is a continuous function everywhere. But it is non-differentiable at what point? At critical point. What is the critical point? When expression inside the modulus becomes 0, and we know that this modulus will become 0 when we put x equals to 1. So it becomes non-differentiable at x equals to 1. So non-differentiable, continuous but non-differentiable at x equals to 1. Direct answer option B. Okay, direct option B, because modulus functions are always continuous. Mod x, mod 3x, always continuous. Mod x plus 2. But they are non-differentiable at critical point. Critical point means when your expression inside modulus becomes 0. Okay. All right. Yes. 2.5 hours. We'll try to wrap up before 8:30 p.m. this session. Let's see. 15 minutes here and there we can go. Now the next question. Left hand derivative of fx is equals to mod x. Okay, so left hand derivative. You know what is left hand derivative? It is f of x minus h minus f of x upon, we are having minus h, limit h tend to 0 plus f dash x. This is left hand derivative. Left hand derivative. Okay. So clearly x equals to 0, we are looking for left hand derivative at x equals to 0. So f of 0 minus h minus f of 0 upon minus h. F of 0 minus h, okay. So understand that h is positive, limit h is positive, okay. So you just need f of minus h. So h is positive, so minus h will be negative. So f of negative number, so when modulus x says that I will become a positive number when I am positive, I will become negative of myself when I am becoming negative. So when your number is negative, modulus will open with a negative sign. So this is nothing but what? So this is h minus 0 upon minus h, limit h tend to plus. So this is h upon minus h, so minus 1 is left hand derivative is minus 1. Okay, left hand derivative is minus 1. This is left hand derivative. What about right hand derivative? Can anybody tell me? So right hand derivative, let me write over here RHD, which is equals to limit h tend to 0 plus f of x plus h minus f of x upon plus h. Just see that h is going to be replaced by minus h in left hand derivative. That's it. There is no such difference. Okay. So this is for your revision, nothing else. Next question. Greatest integer function is what? Now let me just give you the secret about greatest integer function. Greatest integer function, which is y is equals to gif of x, is discontinuous at all integers. All integers. Whatever integer it is discontinuous, and because it is discontinuous, it is non-differentiable as well. So discontinuous and non-differentiable at all integers. So continuous and non-differentiable. Continuous तो है ही नहीं for x equals to 1. This is an integer, so non-continuous at x equals to 1. Discontinuous but differentiable, this is so not possible. If a function is discontinuous, it will become eventually non-differentiable. So discontinuous and non-differentiable, option D, absolutely right. Okay, I hope that you're getting it. Next question, derivative of mod x. Okay, so now derivative of mod x. So derivative of any function will exist if LHD is equals to RHD. Okay, let me check. Now LHD तो we just calculated minus 1. RHD let's calculate. So it is f of 0 plus h minus f of 0 upon h. Limit h tend to 0 plus. This is the basic. So this is f of h minus 0 upon h. F of h is what? H upon h. So answer will be 1. Right hand derivative of mod x is 1. Left hand derivative is minus 1. Come on. When left hand derivative and right hand derivative does not match. See, if you swipe right someone else has to swipe right you. Then it's a match, no? Otherwise, no. So basically, they both are not swiping themselves, each other. So not a match. Okay? Not a match. Next question. Y is equals to tan 2x plus 3. We need to differentiate. Very easy question. Directly you can tell me the answer. Okay. Y is equals to tan 2x plus 3. So dy by dx is equals to, now tan derivative is sec square. Chain rule I am going to apply. 2x plus 3. Multiply. We have to differentiate 2x plus 3. So 2x plus 3 differentiation is 2. So 2 sec square 2x plus 3, option B is absolutely correct. Option B. Okay. Then this question. Sin inverse x plus sin inverse 1 minus x square. Okay, chalo. This question I'm going to do it with, you know what, you'll be like, man, Ninja ma'am, how did you do that? So this question I'm not going to differentiate it right away. What I'm going to do is y equals to sin inverse x. Okay, ma'am. plus sine inverse square root 1 minus x square. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put sine inverse x is equals to theta. So x is nothing but sine theta. If x is sine theta, just tell me what is cos theta. So cos theta will be 1 minus sine square theta, correct? And sine theta is, so cos theta overall will become what? 1 minus sine is what? X square. So cos theta is this, sine theta is this. Cos theta is this, sine theta is this, correct? Now sine inverse x, y is equals to sine inverse x. Sine inverse x is theta plus this is what? Sine inverse. Now 1 minus x square root is cos theta. So sine inverse cos theta, okay? Now watch me how I do it. Sine inverse. Cos theta can be written down as sine 90 minus theta. Yes, now sine inverse sine will be cancelled out. So y is equals to theta plus pi by 2 minus theta. Theta gone. So y is actually a constant. Y is coming out as a constant. Y is a constant, pi by 2. Okay. So clearly if y is coming out as constant, the derivative of constant will be 0. Derivative of constant will be 0. Okie dokie. Clear? Perfect. Alright. Let us move on to the next problem, which is this. Derivative of e raised to power ln x. Derivative of e raised to power ln x. Okay, with respect to x. You know that e raised to power ln x is nothing but x. Okay, so now differentiating y is equals to x. So dy by dx is 1. You know what? Continuity and differentiability is a scoring chapter. What do you think? What's your opinion? You're solving MCQs with me. What's your opinion? Is it a scoring chapter? Now, this question. Suppose f and g be two real functions continuous at a real number c. Then, f plus g is discontinuous at c. F and g being continuous, so then their summation will also be continuous. This is wrong. Their product will also be continuous. Wrong. Their subtraction will also be continuous. Their division is also continuous. So this is correct, provided the denominator should not be 0. So option D is absolutely right. Okay. Okay, perfect. Now let us quickly talk about this question, which is, okay. This I have already told you, by the way, modulus function are always continuous, but they are non-differentiable at critical points. Can anybody tell me what are the critical points? Critical points are those points where expression inside modulus becomes 0. So x should be becoming 0 and x plus 1 should be 0. So x is 0, number 1. Second, x plus 1 should be 0. So this implies x equals to minus 1. So there are 2 points where your function is non-differentiable. So 2 points. Number of points, the option C, 2 points is there where the function is non-differentiable. Okay. Alright. Now chapter 6. Application of derivatives. Okay. Let's do one thing. Let's take a quick 2-minute break. I'll just sip some water and I'll come back. Okay. Are you going to stay here? Let's do one thing. I am going to give you a question and let's see how many of you are able to solve it. Okay. Let's utilize the 2 minutes, right? Okay. So rate of change of area of circle per second with respect to its radius r. Rate of change of area with respect to its radius. Okay. So area of a circle, can anybody tell me, ma'am? Pi r square. Now they are saying rate of change of area with respect to its radius. So we need to differentiate this equation with respect to r. So dA upon dr is going to be, pi is constant, derivative of r square is 2r. That's it. 2r with respect to, because we are differentiating with respect to dr. Correct? Now they are saying that radius is 5 centimeters of pi 2 into 5. So this is 10 pi area upon radius. So that is centimeter square. Okay, per. So just centimeter only, na? 10 pi centimeter should be answer. Okay, 10 pi, option A. Okay, all right, clear? Yes. The radius, now similar type of question but with a little bit difficulty, more difficulty. So the radius of an air bubble is increasing at a rate of half centimeter per second. Air bubble is spherical in shape, correct? So the area of circle, can anybody tell me in the chat box, area of circle? Okay, so volume of bubble, so sorry, not volume. Volume of, I am looking for volume of sphere. Volume of sphere, can anybody tell me? Volume of sphere. Volume of sphere. 4 by 3 pi r cube. Yes. Now they are asking you volume of bubble increasing with respect to time. So dv by dt is equals to 4 by 3 pi will be constant. 3r square dr by dt. Where 3 cancels, so 4 pi r square. Radius is 1, so 1 square. And dr by dt, they have given it. Radius is increasing at the rate of half. So this is half. So clearly the correct answer will be what? Okay. So this is what? 2 pi? Yes? 2 pi, clearly. 2 pi is the correct answer, which is option C. Okay? Option C is absolutely correct. Now, next question. Function fx is increasing in which interval? Function fx equals to cos x is increasing in interval. So, which interval? So, increasing. See, function is increasing. This concept is related to derivative. If derivative of function is positive, that means the function is an increasing function in that interval. Okay, so this is the concept. And if derivative of function is negative, then the function is decreasing. I hope that you are aware. As per this question, f dash x is becoming minus sine x. Now sine x is positive in first quadrant. So sine x is positive in first quadrant. I am checking option A, first quadrant. Sine x is positive in first quadrant. So minus sine x will be negative in first quadrant. So f dash x will be negative for option A. I am looking for increasing. I am looking for greater than 0. Now 0 to pi. Again, in first and second quadrant, my sine x is positive. So minus sine x will be negative. Minus sine x negative means my derivative is negative. That is why this is also wrong. Now this is what? Second quadrant, again wrong. This is third and fourth quadrant. And I know that in third and fourth quadrant, my sine x is positive. Sorry, my sine x is negative. Understand? F dash x minus sine x will become positive in pi to 2 pi. That is in third and fourth quadrant. Why? Because see, sine x is negative. So minus sine x will become what? Positive in third and fourth quadrant. That is why greater than 0 increasing function, option D, absolutely correct. Okay? Yes? Yes, yes, yes. Perfect. Now, the minimum value of modulus x is what we are looking for. Minimum value of modulus x. Okay. So, modulus, see, modulus can never ever be negative. So, if something can never ever be negative, you are looking for minimum value. So, we know that minimum means negative. Negative not possible, then what is next? Settle down at 0. So, minimum value of mod x could be 0. Can it be 0? Definitely. So, option A is absolutely right. Minimum value could be out of C, na? 0, 1, 2. So, obviously 1 you cannot write, 2 you cannot write. So, 0 is the Correct answer. Now the next question. In the second derivative test. Okay. I'm not going to read the question. First of all, I'm going to revise you what exactly second derivative test says. Okay. So just understand that, okay, suppose you are having x equals to c. This is a point. Okay. Your f dash c is becoming 0. That means that you are having two options, actually three options. If your f dash c is becoming 0, then possibility number 1 that you are going to have local minima. When are you going to have local minima? If the double derivative is positive. Okay, ma'am, what if double derivative is negative? That means that you are having local maxima. And if your f double dash x is equals to 0, then second derivative test fails. Okay. So this is a rare case scenario. We are going to talk about this as per the question in second derivative. If your f dash c is equals to 0 and your double derivative is positive, can you see? Then this is a clear-cut case of local minima. So double derivative positive means local minima. Local minima is option D. Absolutely correct. Yes? Abhi, I think it's fine. है ना? My voice is fine. What do you think? Okay. A stone is dropped into a quiet lake and waves moves in a circle of speed of 4 centimeter per second. Okay. So what is happening? See, this is your middle of the lake. Now this is your lake. Okay. So if you drop a stone, waves will look like this, which are in circular form. Right now, in the real case scenario, the waves which we are going to, so there is a lake, you drop a stone and waves will be formed. So we are assuming that circular waves are getting formed. Although in real life, it might not be perfect circle, but yes, okay. So now can you see when you drop a stone, now waves become, it will look like that your radius of that circular wave is increasing. So understand that circle is here. So area is what? Pi r square. Very basic question. You don't need this. It's just that area, radius is increasing. So dA by dt, can anybody tell me? Yes, ma'am. So 2 pi r dr by dt. Okay, so 2 pi r. Radius is 10 centimeters. So into 10 dr by dt, they have already given 4 centimeter per second. So this is 4 to 8, 80 pi centimeter square per second. 80 pi centimeter square per second. Option C. Also ninja tip of the day. Ninja tip of the day says that, okay, I know this is an MCQ, but this question you might get in 2 marks also. Please do not forget to write the units, because that will cost you half mark or maybe 1 mark also. Okay. Next question. The number of points of local maxima and local minima. Okay. So clearly, first of all, calculate f dash x. So ma'am, 3x square minus 3. So f dash x is equals to 0 implies 3x square minus 3 equals to 0. X is equals to plus minus 1. Okay. Now I have already told you the second derivative test. Just tell me what is f double dash x. Ma'am, it is 6x. Can anybody tell me f double dash plus 1 will be 6 into plus 1? That is positive, means local minima. F double dash, this is plus 1. Minus 1 will be 6 into minus 1. Negative is local maxima. So 2 critical points, we are getting 2 critical points. Critical points are those points where derivative is becoming 0. So 1 and minus 1 are 2 points. We need to check double derivative. At plus 1 and minus 1, we realize at plus 1 we are getting positive, means local minima. Local minima, negative means local maxima. So option C, absolutely correct. Okay, clear? Now, this question, which of the following is decreasing in first quadrant? Which of the following is decreasing in first quadrant? Can anybody tell me which of the following is decreasing? So first quadrant mein sign values, if you know, even if you know 10th class, only just trigonometric table, you know that sign value becomes increasing. Sin 0 is 0. Sin 30 is half. Okay, then sin 45 is 1 by root 2. Can you see the nature gradually? Sin 60 becomes what? 1 by 2. Sin 90 degree is 1. So can you see the values are increasing? So definitely sign is wrong. Okay, but cos value, if you know, so cos 0 degree is 1. Cos 30 degree is what? Root 3 by 2. Cos 45 degree, can you see values are gradually? Cos 60 is half and then eventually 0. Okay, so clearly decreasing is cos x in first quadrant. Gradually values are decreasing. So very basic question. 6 chapter done and dusted. Rest 6 are there. Okay, rest 6 are there. Chapter 7 integrals. Okay, let's take a deep breath. So we have finished a lot of chapters: relations, functions, inverse trigonometric functions, continuity and differentiability, application of derivatives. Now, chapter 7 integrals, which will include both indefinite and definite integration. Sin 60 is root 3 by 2. That's what I write now. Okay. Okay, are we ready to kill integration? Okay, I think this video is going to be, so it's like, okay. Chalo, let's start with indefinite integration. Quickly, antiderivative. Antiderivative is another term for integration. So do not get scared if you do not know what is antiderivative. This is another term of integration. Okay. So x cube by x square is x minus 1 upon x square. Integrate with respect to dx. Let's do it. Integration of x is x square by 2. Integration of minus 1 upon x square is 1 upon x. Option B. Yes, option B. Now, next question. Easy questions in the beginning. X power 3 by 2. We need to integrate. So, x power 3 by 2 integration is x power 3 by 2 plus 1 upon 3 by 2 plus 1 plus e power x. 2 will be as it is. Integration of e power x is this, minus 1 upon x. Integration of 1 upon x is log x, direct formula based. Okay. Now you just match the answer. So we can clearly see this is x power 5 by 2 and this is also 5 by 2. So 5 will be available. So this is x power 5 by 2 upon 5 by 2. So this term, this is wrong. This is correct. This is also wrong because I want minus sign. So that is why B and D is wrong, because minus log x is what I want. Option A. Okay. Then we are having this. Integration of x power half and then x power minus half. So x power half plus x power minus half integration dx. Now x power half plus 1 upon half plus 1. Plus x power minus half plus 1 upon minus half plus 1 plus constant. Do not make any mistake. X power 3 by 2 and this is 3 by 2. Then what is this? Plus x power half and this is half plus constant. So 2 by 3. Can you see? X power 3 by 2 plus 2 root x plus option D is absolutely correct. Okay. All right. Assertion reason. Assertion reason. Okay. Assertion says that if you integrate minus 1 to 1, and this is x cube plus sine power 5x. You are going to get 0. And this is absolutely right. The moment I see integration of minus a to a odd function, it is a 0. Okay? And x cube plus sine power 5x is definitely an odd function. Let me remind you what is an odd function. For an odd function, f of minus x is equals to minus f of x. This is the condition of odd function. Okay? So, f of minus, so suppose this is fx. Just tell me what is f of minus x, ma'am? Minus x whole cube plus minus x sine minus x power 5. Okay, so this is minus x cube, sine minus x is minus power 5 is again minus. So can you see you take minus sign common. Now you'll be able to see ki okay ma'am, this is minus f of x only. So f of minus x is nothing but minus f of x. F of minus x is nothing but minus f of x, and hence this is an odd function. This is true. Assertion is true. Reason is true. Option C. Okay. Then we are having the next question, which is having a proper table. As you can see, again easy question if you know the basics formula of integration, which is e power minus x. Okay. E power minus x integration will be minus e power minus x. So first is having third as the option. This is wrong. This is also wrong. First A option is having third. A option is having. Now e power minus 2x integration will be what? E power minus 2x upon minus 2. So first, B is first. B is what first? B is having first as the correct answer. So option D clearly looks correct. B is wrong. 2x e raised to power x square. So substitution, you put x square is equals to t. So 2x dx will become dt. So integration of e power t dt. This is e power t only. T is e power x square. So this is second. D is correct. Everybody? Yes? Okay. Again, statement based question. Okay, the process of differentiation and integration are inverse of each other. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Yes, definitely true. So statement 1 to looks like it is true. So now statement 2, two indefinite integration with same derivative lead to same family of curves. Two indefinite integration with same derivative lead to same family of curves. That is also true. Two similar definite integration will give you same curve. That is what they are saying. Definitely. Statement 1 and 2 both are true. Option C absolutely right. Next question. Similar type of question you will observe. Now there are three statements. Minus 1 to 1 x dx is equals to 0. X is an odd function. You know, f of minus x will become what? Minus x. X is what? F of x. So can you see f of minus x is minus fx? That is why it is an odd function. So statement 1 is true. This is also true. I have just told you minus a to a odd function becomes 0. And what about this? Integration of this is this. Derivative. This is also true. 1, 2, 3. All the statements are true. Option D, 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 D. Okay. All right. Next. Integration of sine square x by 2 minus cos square x by 2. Remember, cos square theta minus sine square theta. Do you know the formula? Cos 2 theta. So if I take minus sign common, this will become cos square x by 2 minus sine square x by 2. Okay. Cos, negative sign I have taken common. So this is minus 0 to pi cos x. Integration of cos is nothing but minus sign, and this is 0 to pi. So if you put pi, you are going to get 0. If you put 0, you are going to get 0. So answer is anyway 0. Answer is anyway 0. Okay. All right. Perfect. Chapter number 8, differential equation. 4 more chapters, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, 5 chapters are remaining. Okay, 5 chapters are remaining. So yes, let's do it. Differential equations quickly, one by one. Order of this differential equation, anyone in the chat box? Order of the differential equation. So clearly here what is happening, and I will tell you the degree also, because you never know, in the question they will ask you order as well as degree. So order is something, how many times y has been differentiated maximum number of times. So ma'am, clearly y has been differentiated thrice over here, maximum number you want. So 3 is the order, option A. But what about degree, if at all the question is asking you the degree of this? So degree will be, ma'am, power of highest order differential coefficient. So this is third order, highest order, third order, 3 order. The power is 1, so degree of this particular question will be 1. Okay. All right, clear, clear, clear. Now we are having the next question. Again, degree of this differential equation. Now let me check how many of you actually aware. How many of you not just cram but do actual mathematics? Let me see. How many of you are mathematics lovers? How many of you are mathematics lovers? Show me. Show me your love for mathematics. So degree of the differential equation will be not defined. Not defined. So many students will say that, ma'am, degree will be 3. Okay. Degree will be 3. No. But understand, degree will only be defined when your differential coefficients are free. Here your dy by dx is stuck inside a function which is not allowed for degree. For order it is allowed. Order of this equation is, I agree, 1. So order will always be there. Order will always, if it is a differential equation, there will be some order. But degree only if your derivative, any derivative should not get stuck inside any particular function, then only it is defined. Next question. Okay. Next question. Do you know what is a homogeneous differential equation? Any equation which is expressed in the form of dy by dx is nothing but function of y by x. If at all you are able to do that, represent that, then your differential equation is homogeneous. Now let me tell you. Okay. So if you try doing it with option A, it will not happen. Try doing with option B, then it will also not happen. Try doing with option B also, it will not happen. Try with option D. So y square first of all dx plus x square minus xy plus minus y square dy equals to 0. Correct? Now understand that you have to divide by, so this is by dx. You want dy by dx. That is why we are doing that. We are calculating the value of dy by dx. So now dy by dx will be what? Tell me. So ma'am, dy by dx. So this y square will go on the right hand side, minus y square, upon this will go over here, x square minus xy minus y square. Now what you have to do is, you have to divide both numerator and denominator by x square. So upon x square, and this is upon x square. So this is what? Minus y by x whole square upon, this is 1 minus y by x minus y by x whole square. So can you see that dy by dx is completely y by x, y by x, y by x whole square, like that. Okay. Perfect. Chalo. Next question, next question. Find the number of, okay, this is a good question. Find the number of arbitrary constant of a differential equation of third order. Now, how many of you know that for any differential equation, order of differential equation is equal to what? Number of arbitrary constant. So now order is 3. That is why number of constant will also be 3. So 3 is the correct answer. Option A is absolutely correct. Okie dokie. Clear? Perfect. Next question on your screen. Find the integrating factor of this differential equation, right? You have to divide the whole differential equation by x. So dy by dx plus 2y by x is equals to x. Now please allow me to write differential equation. Dy by dx plus py is equals to q. Integrating factor will be e raised to power integration of p dx. E raised to power integration of 2 by x dx. Compare. What is p? So 2 by x is p. If you compare these two, integrating factor, e raised to power 2 times ln x, e raised to power ln x whole square. So x square being your integrating factor. How many of you know integrating factor? 0 is the answer of previous question. Yes, I did mark, right? No, not 0. 3 is the correct answer, no? 3. See, in this question, they are asking order of this equation, differential equation is 3. So I have told you the formula. Order of any differential equation is equals to number of constant. So order is 3, the number of arbitrary constant is also 3. So how come the question is not this? Okay. Now general solution of the differential equation. Clearly this y will go in the numerator of this right hand side. Y multiply 0 is gone. So y dx minus x dy is 0. Variable separable, easy guys. So this is what? Y dx is equals to x dy. Correct? So now x wale on the left hand side, dx upon x, and y terms, all the terms on the right hand side. This is ln x is equals to ln y. Okay? And this is going to be, we need to add constant. So rather than adding constant c, I am going to add log c anywhere. So this is log cx is equals to log y. Y is going to be cx. Or x is going to be cy. That is also works. This is wrong. See, this is also wrong. This is also wrong. Only this option C is absolutely correct. Okay? All right. I think in the chat box you guys are writing particular solution, particular solution. No. See, understand. They are mentioning that order is 3. So it might have taken 3 times derivative to establish a differential equation. And you know how to establish a differential equation, right? By differentiating it. So understand, if the order is 3, that means you need 3 times derivative to eliminate the constant. So you need to eliminate the constant. Order is 3, you need to eliminate the constant. If you are eliminating the constant, how come? On the first time, that will have arbitrary constants, okay? So this is, they will not mention about in the particular solution. 3 order only. Even if it is particular, then also it's 3. Do not get confused, okay? Chalo. Now this is, which form of this differential equation is? So first of all, if I try to separate x and y terms, I will fail miserably. I know that. Then ma'am, what to do? So let's do one thing, dy by dx, right? So dy by dx is equals to x upon 1 plus x square plus y upon 1 plus x square. Can I do that? Yes. And if I do one thing, dy by dx minus y upon 1 plus x square is equals to x upon 1 plus x square. Don't you think this is a linear differential equation? Dy by dx plus py is equals to q, where p and q are functions of x. So clearly minus 1 upon 1 plus x square. So this portion is p. This portion completely is q. So dy by dx plus py is equals to q is the answer. Okay. All right. Now let us move on to the next problem, which is this. A function that satisfies its differential equation is called its solution. Statement 1. I think this statement 1 sounds very good, that yes, if there is a differential equation, so solution means it should satisfy that differential equation, right? Okay. Now statement 2 says order and degree of a differential equation are always positive integers. Obviously, order is how many times you can't differentiating both the side half. Differentiating both the times half. No. Okay. Differentiating both the sides is half. So yes. So clearly both are correct. Statement 1 and 2 both are correct. Option B, absolutely right. Then order of the differential equation is always a positive integer. Again, similar question. Option D is correct. And now we are left with only 4 chapters. Okay. So I think we are going to be done in like another 30 to 40 minutes will be done for this session. Okay. Yes. Perfect. Chalo, let's go. Chapter 9, vector algebra. Quickly gear up. We are going to complete it. Please do not go before completing it, because I can clearly see that students are going without even watching the complete lecture. I have already told you yesterday also that you might think half lecture I'm going to watch this, half lecture I'm going to watch this, and what happens, you are not watching a complete marathon or complete 100 questions, so you will not get the sense of completion, and that will lose confidence in you. Okay, so now you have spent at least like how many hours you have spent? 2 hours almost. Half an hour you can stay more, na, so that you complete whole particular session. Okay, it will be beneficial. Which of the following is true? A and minus A are collinear. Yes, this is your A and this is your minus A. Only the direction will change. So this is collinear. Option A is true. Two collinear vectors are equal in magnitude. No. Collinear means they are having same direction. Collinearity never talks about magnitude. It is never related to magnitude. Option B wrong. Two collinear are always in same direction. No, just like this. I told you this is collinear. Okay, so are they having same direction? No, they can have same or exactly opposite direction. Two collinear vectors are having the same magnitude, are equal. Again, no. Two collinear, these two are collinear. Yes, ma'am. Magnitude is also same. This is also A, this is also A. Length is same, right? But are they equal? No. One is A, another is minus A. So this is also wrong. Only A option is correct. Okay. Alright, now the next question, can you see? If A and B are two collinear vectors, then which of the following is incorrect? So A and B are collinear vectors. So for collinear vectors, you know that B is equals to lambda times A. This is correct. And A is equals to plus minus B. This also can be correct. Okay, we are looking for the incorrect. This also, it is not mandatory, but it can be correct, right? Here, can you see that if I put lambda is equals to plus minus 1, you will get this only. So this is also somewhat correct. Now, direction ratio of A and B are not proportional. See, these two are proportional vectors only. A and B are proportional. If two vectors are collinear, they are proportional. So this is incorrect. That is why option C is correct. Now, both the vectors have same direction but different magnitudes. Yes. So A and B can have same direction but different magnitude. So this is also correct. So option C is wrong. Now, another. Which recording you are saying? Okay. Now, A and B are equal vectors. This is so much easy question. X and 2 are equal. 2 and y are equal. Z and 1 are equal. So basically X is 2, Y is 2, Z is 1. Option C are correct. Okay. Next question. Yes, Bhumi. Yes, Bhumi. What is your doubt, Bhumi? You're just saying reply, but I can't see. What was your doubt, Bhumi? Now this question. Which of the following is not true in terms of vector addition? So I am going to plot A, then I'm going to plot B, then I'm going to plot C. Okay. So AB vector, BC vector and CA vector. So AB plus BC plus CA. Can you see a loop is getting formed? So loop law. AB same direction, BC same direction, CA. So option A is correct. Okay, ma'am. AB plus BC minus AC is equals to 0. So yes, CA over here is right. So CA can also be written down as minus AC. So this is also right. Okay, correct. But correct. We are looking for incorrect. Okay, so this is correct. C for correct. Now AB plus BC minus CA will be wrong. Because see, if you are saying that A is correct, then obviously C should be wrong. So C is correct. I mean, not true mein. C will be the right answer. And AB minus CB plus C, this is also correct. So only the C option is incorrect. Only the C option is incorrect. Yes, Bhumi? Bhumi, these questions are, see, they can change the data, but the concepts will definitely you will see, okay? They can change the data, okay? So little bit data can be changed. Suppose this question is there. So they will give PQR, okay? So exact same question with data, I'm not claiming, but yes. These are the most expected questions that you can get questions. That means the idea will be the same. Okay, so I hope that you are understanding the idea behind this session. Okay, you just don't need to cram that option A is correct. This question option D is correct. No, it will not help. Understand the logic. I think it will be more than enough. Okay. When will you do 2 and 3 mark questions? Harshit, tomorrow 11 in the morning. I am having fixed 2, 3, 4, 5 mark questions. We are going to do tomorrow 11 in the morning. Okay. So do not worry about it. Okay. A is a non-zero vector of magnitude A. Lambda A is a unit vector. So, see, lambda A, they are saying is unit vector. What is a unit vector whose magnitude is 1? Correct. So, lambda is a constant. So, lambda could be mod lambda. Magnitude of A is equals to 1. So, magnitude of A then is a unit vector then. So A is nothing but 1 upon lambda, mod lambda. So this A value is nothing but 1 by mod lambda. So you can see option D is absolutely right. D. Now we are having this, which is a unit vector in the direction of vector this. So clearly direct formula, A cap is equals to A upon magnitude of A. Yes, this is the formula for unit vector. So A cap is going to be 2I cap plus 3J cap plus K cap upon magnitude. How do you calculate magnitude of any vector? So magnitude of A will be square root of 4 plus 9 plus 1. That is going to give you square root of 14. So here plus 14. So this is correct, which is option A is absolutely correct. No, not D. Opinish, what? D. Why are you saying D? Okay. Next question. Direction ratio of this vector they are talking about. Direction ratio, very simple. Direction ratio will be nothing but the coefficient of I, J and K cap. So 1, 1 minus 2. Find 1, 1 minus 2. So 1, 1 minus 2 is not here. 1, 1 minus 2 is not here, not here, not here. So 1, 1 minus 2. If at all 1, 1 minus 2 is not there, what you can do is you can multiply with a negative sign. -1 and plus 2. -1 plus 2, option D absolutely right. Yes. Now direction cosine of this vector is what they are asking about. First of all, let us calculate direction ratio directly. 1, 2 and 3 are direction ratio. These are the DRs. Now if you want, this is DR. Now from dr, one step ahead, now you want, so this is your dr. What about dc, direction ratio, direction cosine? 1 upon square root 1 plus 4 plus 9. 1 plus 4 plus 9 is root 14. 2 by root 14. And it is going to be 3 by root 14. So 1, 2, 3. 1 by root 14, 2 by root 14, 3 by root 14 are the direction cosines. That's how you calculate. Okay. Am I going a little bit fast? Please let me know. Because you are asking, ma'am, fast, fast, fast. Okay. The magnitude of this vector is what they are looking for. Again, very easy. Square root of 1 by root 3 whole square plus 1 by root 3 whole square plus 1 by root 3 whole square. So 1 is the correct answer. Option D is absolutely right. Okay. Option D is absolutely right. Next. The vector with initial point P and terminal point Q. So you know what? The vector will be what? PQ vector. Initial point P. So that is going to be Q vector minus P vector. Always remember, PQ vector will be Q minus P. Okay? So this is minus 1, minus 2. So minus 3 I cap. Minus 2, minus 3. So minus 5 J cap. Minus 4, minus 0. So minus 4 K cap. So minus 3, minus 5, minus 4 is sitting in option B. Yes? Okay. All right. Clear. Perfect. Next question on your screen. The position vector of a point which divides the join of points with position vector. Oh, this is a question. Hold on. Slow down. Let's slow down. Okay. So what they are saying is the position vector of a point which divides the line joining 2 points. Suppose this is P, this is Q. Line joining PQ. This P point is having 3A plus or minus? Minus. 3A minus 2B. Okay, and this is A plus B. And now you are having a line, a point on the line joining. Suppose this is PQ na R. So this R vector is what you are looking for, which divides, this R divides line joining P and Q in 2:1 ratio. So basically this is your 2 and this is your 1. So formula will be R. R vector will be nothing, this is PQ, is nothing but 2Q minus P upon 2 minus 1. External division formula, right? So 2:1 ratio, na? 2 into Q plus 1 into P. So 2 times Q. What is Q, ma'am? A plus B. Minus P is what? 3A minus 2B. Okay. So this is and upon 2 minus 1. So this is 2A minus 3. So minus A. 2B plus 2B. 4B upon 1. So minus 2A minus 3A is what? No, it should be what? It should be what? Tell me. 4A minus B. Have I done anything wrong? So it should be 4B minus A only. 4B minus A. I think the answer is wrongly written. Maybe. Let's see. Okay, let's see this question. Let us move on to chapter 10. Okay. Chalo. Next. Last 3 chapters. Last 25 minutes are left. Okay. Last 3 chapters. 3-dimensional geometry. Kill it, nail it right away. Okay. Kill it, nail it right away. So, okay, here we have very easy questions, okay. If A, B, C are direction ratio of line, acha, understand, because some people will be like DC versus direction ratio. Ma'am, we don't know the difference between direction ratio and direction cosine. Just understand one thing I am telling you, and you're going to understand it very nicely. Suppose I am 32, okay, and my sister is 16-year-old. Can anybody tell me that what is the ratio of my age upon my sister's age? So, ma'am, you are 32. Your sister is 16. So, this is 2:1. 2:1 is the ratio. So, understand that age, the fixed age is unique, 32 and 16. 2:1 is just representing the ratio. It is not that I am 2-year-old and my sister is 1-year-old. No, right? So, ratio is something like that. And this is the fixed value. So, direction cosines are fixed and unique. But direction ratio can be multiple. Just like this. Now, if I ask you ratio, so one can say, ma'am, 2:1 is the ratio. Other can say 4:2 can also be the ratio. Other can say 6/3. So, there are multiple ratios. So, direction ratio can be multiple, but direction cosine will be unique. So, understand, direction ratio, if they are asking, it would be infinite many options for direction ratios. Option D, okay, option D. Alright, then we are having this again. So, this is again direction cosine and direction ratio. One more information about direction cosine and ratio is, see, direction ratio is denoted by L, M, N. These are the three values. Direction ratio will be A, B, C. These are proportional. So, obviously, L upon A, M upon B, N upon C will be equal. But one thing, L square plus M square plus N square is 1. This is true for direction cosine. That is why it is fixed. The values are so fixed that when you square and add, you will get 1 every time. A, B, C can be multiple values, okay? It can satisfy multiple values. Now understand that L is what? From here, if I just mark, L is nothing but AK. So, AK whole square, okay, plus BK whole square plus CK whole square is equals to 1. So, this is K square if I take common, A square plus B square plus C square is 1, okay. So, now K value will be nothing but 1 upon square root of A square plus B square plus C square plus minus sign will be applicable. Option A clearly seems to be right answer. Okay. All right. Perfect. Okie dokie, clear. Next question on your screen. Alpha, beta, gamma are the direction angles of a directed line OP. Okay. Then direction angles of directed line by PO is. Now understand what I am trying to say. Suppose you are having this line. Now direction angles of OP. So this is O is first point P. So OP is making an angle of alpha. If I talk about PO, right, now I'm going to do the same diagram but with this PO. So PO will be directed towards this. Now what angle this PO is making with this? So you need to extend this PO. Now see, this is your PO, correct? So now PO and this is your another angle. So can you see this angle is what you're looking for? So if this is alpha, this is pi minus alpha. Okay, if this is alpha, linear pair pi minus alpha. So clearly alpha will become pi minus alpha when it comes to, if you change the direction of OP vector. Now it has become PO. So option C is absolutely right. Okay, option C is absolutely right. Now you are having this. If a line makes an angle of alpha, beta, gamma with positive direction of coordinate axis. So again I told you, right? I told you L is equals to cos alpha, M is equals to cos beta, direction cosine, N is equals to cos gamma. This is the relation between direction cosine. So L square I told you, M square plus N square is 1. Correct? So cos square alpha, you should remember this result. Okay? But what are you looking for? You're looking for sine square alpha plus sine square beta plus sine square gamma. This is 1. Okay. So over here sine square alpha is 1 minus cos square alpha. This is plus 1 minus cos square beta plus 1 minus cos square gamma is equals to 1. So this is 3 minus cos square alpha plus cos square beta. So this is not 1. This is what we are looking for, right? Cos square beta plus cos square gamma. So now cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma is 1. I hope it is visible. So this is 3 minus 1. So that is going to give you 2 as the right answer. And I to feel that you should remember this result as well. So you have remembered this, that cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma is 1. But remember this also, sine square alpha plus sine square beta plus sine square gamma is 2. Okay. Alright. Chalo. Let's move on to the next problem. The equation of line through this point and parallel to this. Very easy. Okay, how to write equation of a line? Let me tell you, x minus x1, y minus y1, z minus z1, upon. Now we are having direction, A direction ratio, B, C. Put the point x minus 5, y minus 2, 5, 2 and minus 4, z minus 4, so plus 4, upon. Direction is 3, then 2, minus 8. Check it out. Which answer is correct? X minus 5. I think B is wrong, D is also wrong. That clearly means that you want vector equation. How to write vector equation? R vector is what? 5i cap, point 2j cap minus 4k cap. Point plus lambda times direction 3i cap plus 2j cap minus 8k cap. So clearly option A seems to be absolutely right. So R vector is point plus direction. So this should be a point vector. This should be a direction vector. That's it. Point plus lambda times direction will give you the direct answer. Okay. Alright. Next. The Cartesian equation of this line is given and vector equation is asked. Can anybody tell me that what is this point on this line? Point on this line. So 5, minus 4, 6 is the point. So you want to write vector equation. So it should be point first, minus 4, right? Point first, 5i minus 4j plus 6k. Then lambda times direction plus lambda times direction. So lambda times direction is 3, 7, 2. 3i cap, 7j cap, 2k cap. That's it. One-liner question. So 5 minus 4, 6, 3, 7, 2, sitting in option C. Clearly we can see, huh? Yes, GM, absolutely right. Yes, Shri. Yes, Opinish. Very good. Okay, all right. Now, last 2 chapters of the day. Kudos to us. Kudos to all the 64 people who have maintained it till the very end of this video. Okay, kudos to you. Chalo, let's start linear programming now. Are we ready? So quickly, one by one, we are going to target linear programming 1 marker question MCQs. Okay. So general class of problem which seek to be maximize or minimize. Okay. So linear programming chapter is having only one type of problem where you need to optimize the function z. So optimization means you have to write either the maximum value or the minimum value. That is called optimizing the objective function. So what is the purpose of solving LPP, doing this LPP? Okay. Yes. You need to optimize the problem. Okay, now the number of feasible solution of an LPP. Number of feasible solution. You know what is feasible solution? Feasible region. So when you draw, understand, you have a LPP problem. When you draw all the diagrams and then you have your area, you have so many points in this shaded area. So many feasible, so many points in that feasible region. This is the feasible region. The shaded region is known as feasible region. So many points in feasible region, so many solutions in this feasible region, that is infinite, will be the correct answer. Now, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. LPP MCQ is not there. Oh yes, so let us skip it. LPP MCQ, why are we even doing it? But yes, they can give you the same question in 2 marks, 3 marks, na? That is why I am just doing it. Let's just assume that this is not an MCQ. Okay, so only this question I am having right now. Can you see? So corner points are given 0, 10, 5, 5, 0, 20, 15, 20. Z over here is 3x plus 9y. Okay, and now this is your corner points. So just draw the table 0, 10, put it over here. Z is equals to 0 plus 90. So Z is 90. Then we are having 5, 5. Put 5, 5. Z is equals to 3 5s are 15 plus 9 5s are 45. 45 plus 15 is 60. Then the next is 0, 20. If you put 0, 20, you are like Z will be 180. And if you put 15, 15, it is going to be 45 plus 9 into 15, correct? So 9, 10, so Z is 12 into 15, correct? 12 into 15, okay. So 12 into 15 will be what? 180 only. So maximum value occurs as these 2 points, that is 15, 15 and 0, 20, option C. Okay. Yes. And we are having the last chapter, like 4 5 questions we are going to do, and we are going to done with this chapter. Probability. Okay. Chalo, let's start one by one. So first thing which is important in this is conditional probability. Okay. So if E and F are two events, okay, then which of the following is incorrect? Which of the following is incorrect? Incorrect. So first of all, probability of F, given that F has already occurred. Let me just tell you one thing, that probability of A given that B has already occurred. What is this formula? Probability of A intersection B upon probability of B. Yes? Okay. Are you aware? See, this is very important. This is going to come either in 2 mark or 3 mark also. So this conditional probability, how many of you are aware? Probability of A given that B has already occurred is probability of A intersection B upon probability of B. ठीक है ma'am, okay, got it. So probability of F given that F has already occurred is probability of F intersection F upon probability of F. Now tell me one thing, what is that? See, if I give you a set F, suppose set F is 1, 2, 3. So just take intersection with itself. It is going to become probability of F upon probability of F only, which is 1. So that means option A is correct. They are asking us what is incorrect. Option A is definitely correct. So I am looking for incorrect. Okay. So this is A option. Ma'am, what about B option? So B option says that probability of S given that F has already occurred. Understand that this S is nothing but overall sample space. So probability of S given that F has already occurred is less than 1, they are saying. But see, understand, this is probability of S intersection F upon probability of F. Yes or no? Just tell me one thing. Sample space and F is an event. S is actually, so you assume S being your universal set. F is a subset. So that means S, suppose S is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is complete sample space. Suppose we are throwing a die. F can be getting 1, 2, 3 on the die. So just tell me what is the intersection of S and F. Obviously, this is probability of F upon probability of F. So this is also 1. So that means this is incorrect. Option B is incorrect, my dear students. Option B is incorrect. Okay. Alright, clear. And option C, if I talk about, this is the direct formula in your textbook. Okay, so this is also correct. And this is also something which is very obvious. Probability of, remember that formula, probability of A union B is probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. So this is also correct. What is incorrect? This is incorrect. Hence, option B is correct. Okay. All right. Let us move on to the next problem, which is this. Good problem. Easy problem. I like this problem a lot. Two balls are drawn at random with replacement from a box containing 10 black and 8 red balls. Okay. Find the probability. Now, with replacement means what are we doing? There are 18 balls, 10 black, 8 red. I am just taking out a ball, checking the color, वापस से I am keeping it back. I am keeping it back. This is what with replacement means. I hope that you are aware what is with replacement. You're keeping it back. Okay. So probability of getting one black and other red will be probability of getting first ball black, second red, plus probability of getting first ball red, second black. Okay. So now tell me, probability of first ball being black. So 10 black you are having. So 10 upon what do you want? First ball being black. So total 18. So 10 by 18. Now you are keeping it back and you want red ball now. 8 options I am having upon 18. Plus again, now this time you want, first time you want red ball. So 8 upon 18 into 10 upon 18. So this is going to give you 2 multiply 80 upon 18 into 18. So this is 9. This is 40. This is 9. 40 upon 81 is the correct answer, which is sitting in option A. Okay. All right, sitting in option A. And now we are having five more questions to go, my dear students. Quickly, let's do it. 5 more questions. Okay, 5 more questions. Are we ready for 5 more questions? Okay. 5 more questions, my dear students. All right. Probability of solving a specific problem independently by A and B. So that means probability of A they are saying is half and probability of B they are saying is 1 by 3. Okay, ma'am. These are the 2 probabilities given. Okay, cool. If both try to solve the problem, then probability of exactly one of them solves the problem is what? So exactly one of them solves means what? That probability of exactly one means what? That we want that probability of A will solve the problem, but we'll make sure that B is not solving the problem. Plus this time A is not going to solve the problem, but B is going to solve the problem. So this is probability of A, probability of B complement plus probability of A complement, probability of B. Since they are independent event, the intersection will get multiplied. You know what is independent event? If 2 events are independent, then their intersection probability will be nothing but multiplication probability. Very, very important. This can be a direct MCQ that 2 events are independent, find the intersection of both the events. Okay. All right. Yes. So now probability of A is half. Can you tell what is probability of B bar? 1 minus probability of B. So 1 minus 1 by 3, 2 by 3. Probability of A bar is nothing but 1 minus PA. So 1 minus half, half. Correct. So this is half, this is 2 by 3. Plus this is half, this is 1 by 3. So correct answer will be 2 by 6. 2 by 6. Correct? No, sorry, 3 by 6. 3 by 6 is nothing but 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is sitting in option D. D. Okay. All right. Clear. D option is correct. Now the next question. Probability of A is half and B is 7 by 12. Now we are looking for probability of not A or not B. Okay. So probability of not A bar union B bar is 1 by 4. Probability of A bar union B bar is 1 by 4. Okay, not A or not B. So just tell me that probability of A bar union B bar is nothing but 1 minus probability of A intersection B. So this is 1 by 4 is equals to 1 minus probability of A intersection B. This is the formula. So this is probability of A intersection B is what? 3 by 4. Okay. Now to check whether the events are independent or not, we need to know probability of A into probability of B. Clearly 1 by 2 into 7 by 12, that is going to give you 7 by 24. If at all the intersection value is not matching, see these are not equal. So probability of A intersection B is not equal to probability of A into probability of B. That means these are not independent events, not independent events. Okay, that means they are dependent events. Can I say that these are dependent events? Yes, definitely. Okay, definitely. All right, next question, next question, next question. Again, conditional probability. Let me tell you that you will see one question from conditional probability. Okay, I need 500 likes before the session ends. Can we do it? Can we make it? What do you think? 500 likes. I think we are short of just 23 likes, right? I think we can make it. Let's see. Chalo. Till the time you are doing your job, let me explain last 3 to 4 questions. So probability of B given that A has already occurred. Formula, let me write probability of B intersection A upon probability of A. As per the question, A is subset of B. So if A is subset of B, so B is bigger set, A is smaller set. So probability of A intersection B, the common area of A and B will be nothing but probability of A only. And this is probability of A only. So this is 1. Correct answer is option A. Option A. Yes. Correct option is option A. Then we are having this. Okay. Again, conditional probability. I told you it is important. Again, see they are saying probability of B given that A has already occurred. So ma'am, we know probability of B intersection A upon probability of A. This is the formula. Now you know that A intersection B is a null set. How many elements are there in A intersection B? 0 elements, null. That means probability of A intersection B is 0 upon probability of A. So final answer is a big fat 0, option C, absolutely right. Okay. All right. Moving on to the next problem. Last question. Last question. Okay. Let's see. Chalo, last question. Let's see how many of you are able to write the correct answer. Let's see. Let's have a competition in the last question. Okay. A and B are two events such that, let's see how many of you are able to crack it. So what they are saying is probability of A plus probability of B, A and B. You know what is and? And means intersection, or means union. So remember in previous question when or was written, let me just go back a little. When or was written, see, not A or not B. This was the question. So did you notice whenever or is written, or means union. Or means union. I don't know how many of you are aware about it. Or means union and means intersection. This is what is given to you. And they are asking probability of B given that A has already occurred. So probability of A intersection B upon probability of A. Yes. Clearly, I can cancel probability of A and A from both the sides. So clearly, probability of B is becoming probability of A intersection B. Yes. So probability of A intersection B will become probability of B and probability of A Option C, I think most of you guys are correct. Most kya? Only one student I am seeing, Samuel, because he is spamming. है ना? That is why. So with this session, we are having complete. Done, done, done. Okay. So done, done, done. And now let me just talk about something which is your next target, right? So do not go, because I have something to show you. Let me just show you this. Okay, I hope that you guys have watched. So this is the current video, but if you go in videos section of the channel, I have made a very good video. So if you at all have not watched this is the trend analysis which will tell you that exactly what kind of questions will come from each and every chapter. Based on past 15 years trends, I have actually calculated and created this, and sample paper analysis also I have done in this session, wherein I am telling you, okay, if relations and functions is there, which topic you can expect in 1 mark, which topic you can expect in 2 mark, and so on. So chapter by chapter I have done detailed analysis. Go and watch. Apart from that, there is one more video which is going to be very, very helpful. That is toppers package. Can you see biology has already been done? So this is, see, so many students are already watching it. Maths toppers package. So this is one video you all should must watch session. And you know what, lastly, please, before going anywhere, I know it today you're going to do self-study and what, do like the session, okay? Do like the session. So I have liked it. So you like it right away, and I'll be coming live tomorrow 11 a.m. in the morning, where we'll be discussing fixed question to score 80 on 18 mathematics. So that I have created all the questions, curated, hand-picked questions, which I have predicted by analyzing past 10 to 15 years question papers, right? So yes, that's about it. I think I'm gonna meet you in the next session. And if at all you guys want to, so session PDF will be given in the description box. So hold on. Session PDF will be given in description box. So let me just open the description box. Okay, so get all the notes here. So description mein you can check the description box, and you need to join the Telegram channel. You just click. This is the Telegram channel. Okay. So can you see, just subscribed to this Telegram. And also if you want to connect with me, let me just give you. So this is t.me/Namrata Jaisinghani. Okay, for any doubts and any concerns, you can reach out to me on this channel, t.me/Namrata Jaisinghani. Just check the spelling. You can connect me over here. So I'll be waiting for your amazing comments. I just want to know how did you like the session. So do let me know in the comment section. I'll be checking right away. So drop some beautiful comments, and also like all other sessions which I'm going to take tomorrow. So I'm gonna see you tomorrow. This is me.